Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to From the Ashes Shorts. Title working on that because what this is not going to be short by any means. It's going to be a lot, and this is our third episode of the Ben 10 tier list saga. Like, yes, this is going to be a great one. I feel like we've hit the nail right on the head with the hammer with the first two episodes, and this should be just as good. With me today is Arson and Grim. How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Is that how you are? Is that a feeling that you just projected out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just checking. just checking. But anyways, so yeah, we are in our third episode of this Ben 10 tier list, and it's exciting because we have already listed quite a number of aliens, and to go through them for us today is Arson. Arson, why don't you, as these good people look up at the YouTube screen and they see the tier list popping up right about now. And with that being said, give us a recap.
In S tier, we have Diamond Head, Swampfire, Heat Blast, Feedback, and Humongosaur. Followed by that in A tier, we got Ultimate Humongosaur and Grey Matter. And in B tier, we got Gravitech, Shock Squatch, Wild Mutt, and Blaux. And then finally in C tier, which is still a crime, which is Echo, Jet Ray, Water Hazard, and Ultimate Big Chill.
There you go. And
then up in ranking, we're going to have Dodge.
Well, and the thing is wait till we get like all of these up there, and Arson's gonna spend 30 minutes just like saying the recap. Like, okay, here we go, and all right.
This might be the one where me and Grim have a little bit of disagreements.
Oh, well, I mean, we've already had some disagreements. I mean, Echo was a big one.
So yeah, that was the first episode.
That's true. All right, but also Grim made some valid points in the second episode and swayed both of us to our biggest favorite dinosaur in the list. Also the only one, but we're not going to go there. But all right, so starting off this tier list today, we're going to be dealing with a red guy that has 4 arms. What's his name again?
I don't know. Can you tell me what Obama's last name is?
Barack. That was so random.
Anyways, 4 arms.
All right, 4 arms. Who wants to open up the floor with him?
Let's just start with Grim. I need his piece to be out of the way.
Yeah, that's true. Go ahead, Grim. The floor is yours with no interrupting.
4 arms has always been one of those aliens where it's like, you don't really think about him until you think of his coolest moments for me, right? And he's got a lot of really cool moments. I mean, even in the intro to the very first series, you have the one scene of him like with his back turned to the gargoyle, then he swings the sword. Like, that's so cool. That's so cool.
He breaks it and he's battle damage and it's awesome.
Yep. It's so cool. But my all-time favorite 4-arm scene was it his first appearance? When he fights Dr. Animo. Yep, and then he fights the zombified mammoth. Dude,
awesome.
When I saw that, because not only are elephants my favorite animal, right? So naturally seeing a mammoth, that's just epic. It's a zombified mammoth, which is even cooler. And then this guy wrestles it to the ground and throws it through a museum. How can you get cooler than that? Right?
I can name one instance where he was cooler.
When?
He became betrothed to a princess.
All right. And female Tetramans are stronger than the male counterparts.
And because he beat her.
Still won.
I'm just saying. To me, that's a cooler moment.
Merge things aside.
But
there's I also want to bring up another point. He also, like Diamond Head, did come back in Alien Force and Ultimate Alien.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't just left
His
behind.
design was
Granted,
bad, but
his design was weird. It looked a lot better. Like that particular design for forearms looked a lot better in Heroes United, which is the Generator Rex and Ben 10.
mm,
But one of my favorite moments of forearms was from freaking, I think it was Alien Force, where like he was fighting the serpent guy, and then he's like, it appears we're at a stalemate, and then like he uses his other arms to crush him between two
between
cars,
two cars.
and he's like, I don't
Oh,
think so. It was a good
so
moment.
funny.
I don't know. It was weird because, like, when it came to going into Omniverse, man, he just like somehow came out with a freaking Fu Manchu, and it was just really strange to have him with the mustache like he did.
The Macho Man.
I mean, he literally just, that's the thing I did not like about his redesign is the Fu Manchu. I was like, because it had me questioning, like, has that always been there? like I've just wasn't sure, and it took me forever to figure out that it wasn't always there. It was something that they put there. And
Honestly, at first I thought it was kind of like war paint.
oh, really? Is it? I don't think it is it?
You can see it as that. No, it is facial hair, but
Okay.
like you can kind of see it as like a, war paint. Which
Yeah,
is strange because you see freaking forums with like, all that, and then I don't know, it's weird.
I do like his original design better.
His original design is great.
Yeah.
I do like Omniverses, although the facial hair is a bit questionable. Again, original is
It
best.
really is.
The future version of Forearms is fantastic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's so.
He almost has like the kind of like whatchamacallit, I don't know, he just looks more savage. He
Yeah.
looks so good.
He's got like the tusks, right?
Yeah, he has
Or am I
like
thinking
little he has
wrong?
like little tusks like coming from like under his like dude just looks like he's been through
Yeah.
it.
He's so cool.
So beefy.
Ah.
Also,
But-
speaking of like, going back to Diamond Head for a second, he also had like a future form, but like it wasn't like as different as like the normal version, right? He just had like a different costume change and that was it.
Yeah. I think
That was
so.
kind of disappointing. I really would have loved to see a future design for Diamond Head,
That would have
but
been
I can
cool.
understand you can't build on perfection. It's all right.
I
I
was
can
about to say you
understand.
can't perfect perfection.
So I didn't mind Ben 23's version either. Like it looked more like the original than Omniverses.
Well, yeah, I mean, the flashbacks also did have classic forearms.
Yeah.
It was good. Like
I-
again, I think the classic design for him is best. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I do like the kind of gladiator-esque aesthetic he has going for him in Alien Force.
Oh
I just
yeah.
think I think just the way they went about the design was terrible. I think the best look for forearms was in the Heroes United crossover.
See,
I think that is
that's one
his.
I actually never seen, I don't think. At least
You
the
should.
one.
Like personally, that is his best design for forearms.
Well, all right, so let's put it to a vote. Where do we put him?
Grim.
He has to be an A. Anywhere in A, I am fine with.
Yeah. I don't know if he scales. Well, no, yeah, he scales above Ultimate Humongosaur for me.
Same. I think
dude is that good and iconic.
I think
Does he for me?
you said anywhere in A, so you've already spoke.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's just I just wanted to see if I can
change
pull
it.
I
the
know.
trigger.
It's not A. It's not in stone yet, so you can change it.
Until the icon is placed,
Yeah.
then anything is fair game.
He's
I
not
think
set in stone like those golems that attacked him when he hit the stones. He's so cool. He's above Ultimate Human. He's
oh,
so
look at that.
cool.
He just talked himself into it. Like,
You can't even forget also his clashes with Vilgax, dude. That I know it's a dream sequence, but that one
He
sequence
dropped
of
his own ship on him, dude. He's so cool.
like that clash that they did, like, you know, it shattered, it created a freaking hole. I think a shockwave. It's so awesome. Forearms is so cool.
Forearms is good. I'm just saying,
He's
like,
so cool.
like one of the most memorable ones what I said about him, you know, winning and becoming betrothed is that's the one thing Ben didn't want. and that, like, I kept an watchful eye on that because they said in 3 months time or whatever, well, no, 3 years or what was it? She said, I'll be back in 3 years. Like in 3 years, we'll start doing it. And lo and behold, 3 seasons later, she shows back up, and it's like, oh, you almost forget about it, and all of a sudden she's there. Like, oh, that's interesting. And then you get to see an old flame come back, and
Wasn't really a flame to begin with, but you know.
Well, I don't know. She was, you know, I mean, you get to see Ship, so
you get to see Ship.
I love Ship. Ship's awesome.
I love Ship too, but he just kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, she's the one that beats her, and then like literally takes the betrothed away to.
Well, to be fair, that's like with Julie's help because she was, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It was Julian's Ship, so that literally, you know, beat her. But anyway, so yeah. All right, so it has spoken. He is at the top of A for now. And that brings us to a couple of guys that really like to eat, like so much, so
Let me
much.
ask you a question, Grim. Merc or Perk? Well,
he's thinking. This takes time.
Do you want me to make it
Perk.
easier for you? Do you know which one the Perk is?
The Merc is the darker one, right? The Perk is the other one.
Okay, no, the perks are the
Lighter green.
No, the perks are the glossy green ones, and the more darker spotted ones are the mercs.
Yeah, no, definitely the perks. Like,
I love the perks.
it's such a fun design. Like,
He's so adorable.
It really is.
All right, so let's talk about him. Who wants to lead?
Man, he eats.
He eats, and he eats and eats and eats, and when he's done eating, he eats some more.
Everyone kind of makes fun of Upchuck because, you know, oh, he's just the guy that eats and shoots energy balls. But I remember one of the very first times that I saw Upchuck, he took down the Forever King or the Forever Knight. Or
No, yeah.
You may ask. He ate his freaking thing, which was like what, the power level of a star.
Yeah.
And blasted it in his face.
How
can you not like Upchuck though? That's the thing. How can you not?
Yeah.
Look,
how can you not, bro?
Let me just say this, okay? When their home planet's world gets like threatened, they eat it and move on.
This is one of the few species we actually see their lifestyle. They eat the whole planet and burp to another one.
They can fly through space. They don't need suits or anything. They can just go straight to the next one. And it's,
they have a queen.
Yeah.
The mercs and perks fight with spoons and forks respectively. But these guys are awesome.
They freaking eat their home planet. That like really was like, wow. It was so funny.
Eat it and move on. And like they're all kind of like connected, like mentally, because while Ben was Upchuck during that episode, he did sense like a disturbance. It was like a disturbance in the force joke.
Yeah. but he also wanted to eat more with them and stuff like that. It was funny because he felt compelled to like help eat the planet and all. Like it was just that was a good episode. I really did like that one because it really gave you
One thing I will give the Merc over the Perk is that one scene in I think it was Alien Force where like the freaking Mr. Smoothie mascot came alive and he just started like sucking it through the straw. He's like, no, please, I'm nearly empty. Wrong, you're half full. It was just like he like and it was exactly the alien he wanted to. He's like, yes, up, Chuck.
that was good. That was so funny. All right, so
Interesting thing though, like I don't know if that like it's a difference between the Mercs and the Perks. Is like with the Perks, like when Ben ate like normal food, he like spat it out because it was disgusting.
yeah.
Yep.
But
I
like
remember he
with
tried to
the
eat pizza.
yeah, but like with the Mercs, like he was slurping that smoothie just fine.
Maybe he forced himself to do it to get rid of it.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. All right,
I
so
guess also another one for the Mercs is that he like at the end of the Heroes United crossover, he like just devoured that whole freaking I forgot what the bad guy's name was at that, but he got like condensed into like this ball that was like extremely heavy. Like I forgot how much it weighed, but like it was really freaking heavy. And he just easily lifted it with his tongue, ate it, and then just waved goodbye and left. Like, dude,
so
He could-
we
he could probably knock out Thanos in one hit with just his tongue.
oh, no doubt.
He'd eat the Infinity Stones.
Oh no, they like all glow in his belly.
Oh, and his burp is like the snap. No.
His burp would rewrite the universe.
All right, so quickly, we've talked about this before because we're doing both versions of Upchuck at the same time, kind of like what we did with Humongosaur and Ultimate Humongosaur, sort of. But I know we have our favorite of the two, and I believe you guys have already said it with the perks that you like better. However, I do like the Merc a little bit better. I like the design of the Merc a little bit better, I think. I don't know why.
Yeah, they're they're both. I don't know. I just love them both so much.
Yeah, I do too.
They're lucky that like they're like a more goofy species because these guys could do some horrific damage if they wanted to.
Oh my gosh. How would you it'd be hard to stop them.
You can't.
If they the freaking universe would be gone and they'd just be out there
Obviously,
farting in space or burping in space.
There are like some aliens that could definitely stop them.
Oh yeah.
But like we're talking like a whole species.
Like if they
Basically,
like
a
came
whole army of
together.
Upchucks. Yeah.
Jeez. It would take a lot to take them out. All right, so respectively, would we place these guys together, or where do you think one would? Because they're pretty much the same. They're just
We'd have
like
to place them together, but it's just which one we prefer over the other.
yeah. So who would? Obviously, if you guys prefer the perk over the Merc, then the perk's going to go above the Merc because it's 2v1. So there's nothing else to say about that. But where would you place this one, Arson?
Easy A tier, above gray matter.
Okay. I actually, well, here, what about you, Grim?
Yeah. I think that's
Like,
I think that is
I did have to contemplate a little bit if he's above Ultimate Humongosaur, but Ultimate Humongosaur just has more sauce
Yeah.
in terms of lethality.
But see,
Even though, like, obviously, like the Mercs could just eat all of those and reflect them right back at him.
yeah. But the thing is, though, is if we put Ultimate Humongosaur against Ben 10's form, not the whole race, who would win? You know what I mean? It'd be
Still eat all of them, man. He can eat a lot.
He would just he'd just eat all the bone fragments and then just spew them out.
Yeah.
And then,
It just
and
comes
then
out-
Ultimate Humongousaur would just stand there like slack-jawed, absolutely aghast at the fact that this thing, not even the size of his ankle, just ate all of his heaviest firepower.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just come down to the point where he realizes he's just gonna have to stomp him instead of like shooting
Right.
at him.
Right.
And even then, that won't stop him because he could just eat whatever he wants.
Yeah. I remember the first time seeing him in the series, and it was just like, what the heck, you know? And it was like, wow, he's really cool.
I love the way he waddles sometimes. It's
Yeah.
funny.
All right, so we got him. I guess we're gonna put him in between Ultimate Humongosaur and Great Matter. That's what we're agreeing with, right? As of right now, and it's not changing. So this is it.
It's not changing. It is set in stone.
All right, so there you go. We got those two listed, and next on our list is Big Chill. Let's start with Grim. Let's start with Grim.
I can't lie. I already agree with Assassin. Like he's an S tier. He's
so cool.
pun intended.
Pun totally intended.
Yeah. Like
he has
he's
basically nearly all of the cool abilities of Ghost Freak, but without the drawbacks of like, him turning against you. At least fully. I know, like, in that one episode when he was, going through that cycle, he was like out of his, he wasn't in his right mind. It was kind of like autopilot to like, make the nest and like, have the children, which they're still out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Who knows where they are? But Big Chill, intangibility, frost breath, wicked aura.
Well, he's definitely
using your own wings to cloak yourself.
Yeah.
Dude, come on.
And he's definitely not a C like his counterpart.
oh
no.
absolutely not.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like we've already went through that. You guys don't have to go through it again. But I mean, I definitely do prefer regular Big Chill. He's also one that's been pretty prominent throughout most of the series, I believe. If not, he came back strong on Omniverse.
Granted, his design wasn't as great.
Yeah, it was different.
It's fine. Like, it's fine. I just don't like the hunchback that he kind of has going there.
Yeah.
I like him more as like this mysterious, like freaking, like something you would like see out of the corner of your eyes, and then the next time you look, it's just gone.
He's like,
not like
Big
this,
Chill.
not like this beefcake that we see in Omniverse.
Yeah,
and also he has another interesting predator, which is the Hypnotic, I believe. It's like a really, really scary predator. Since he works
I'm trying to remember which one that
basically-
is.
It's like the little thing that has wings and it sprouts out like the gas and it like
Oh!
hypnotizes.
Yeah. Because it makes him like go
Makes
after
him see
what he wants. Yeah,
he wants most.
I remember now. Yeah, I was. Oh gosh, that was so. Yeah,
it's scary because it works on any alien. And
Yeah.
It worked on Ben himself when he was a kid.
Yep. But he
like-
snapped himself out of it though.
Yeah, but yeah, like this, like, well, he didn't really snap himself out of it. He needed help for a lot of those.
Yeah. Well, the first time he really did snap. Like it worked, but then he was like, "This isn't real." He's like, "No," and then just like completely like kicked
I think
it out.
yeah, he forced himself to switch.
Yeah.
So like he could fight more
Yeah.
effectively.
So,
But like no, yeah, he's so good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Grim, just wrap it up because we already know this is a S tier, dude. Let's just
Grim,
wrap up your thoughts.
Wrap up your thoughts, and you know what? I'm going to give this to you. Where would you place him? And I will put him within reason wherever you think it should be.
He's very cool. I feel like I'm in the minority here. I actually prefer his cloaked form over his the full like moth thing. I think he looks a lot more intimidating when he's fully cloaked up.
I mean, I could see that.
And Assassin knows I really do not like the Omniverse design. He doesn't give off the vibe of being super strong.
Yeah.
Like if he got, I feel like if he got in an arm wrestling contest with someone like frickin' Gray Matter, he'd lose. Like that, like that's the vibe I get from him. So making him, you know, this swole, jacked dude that looks like he eats forearms for breakfast, it just doesn't sit right with me. I just do
Yeah.
not like it at all.
I did like his other form better. His other
That's why
design.
they brought back the OG design back in the reboot.
But yeah, no, he's great. He's a great alien. Easy S tier. But
Where?
I don't know if I can put him above Heat Blast.
Heat Blast just has too much sauce.
I mean, I agree with that actually.
And you did say you would place him wherever Grim
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah. And well, you agree with that, right?
I agree with it. Honestly, Big Chill just being an S tier is what matters.
So Big Chill above oh my gosh, why did I just lose his name?
Feedback.
Feedback,
And
sorry.
Humongous.
Above Feedback and below our favorite Fireboy. That works for me too. So, all right, well, we've got 6 in the S tier now. I feel like it's gonna grow more. Like, but
Stop me. They just need to keep making more goated aliens to expand it even further.
exactly. You know what they need to do is they need to continue with the series after Omniverse, not with that stupid reboot. Like,
But
just
without
say,
the reboot, we would have never had Grimm's new favorite X.
well, we'll talk about that later. And by we, we'll talk about it. I mean you guys, because you know I won't have much to say for that episode. But anyways, next on our list is a really big gorilla.
Spider Monkey. How you
Ultimate
continue to vex
Spider
me.
Monkey.
Yeah.
You don't see much of Ultimate Spider Monkey. We do, but and then
We see him a
Omniverse he
couple
comes back.
times. Omniverse, he comes back with a different design.
Yeah, well, but he's also not Ben, but you know, yeah,
Not Ben, but he does have a different design. 6
yeah,
arms instead of the normal gorilla-like torso and then the spider legs.
yeah. So
Which,
I
you know,
didn't,
they're both good designs, but I do prefer the spider legs of like Ultimate Alien over the Omniverse 6
yeah.
arms.
That's what I was saying. I didn't hate the Omniverse one, but yeah, I do prefer the other one. Maybe it's more because it's original look, you know. But yeah, Spider Monkey, Ultimate Spider Monkey's a really good one.
So gnarly. I love how he just like instead of the tail, he just starts puking the webs out of his mouth. I
Yeah.
also like how it splits too. Like his jaw splits to like more accurately shoot the webbing.
Oh man.
It's
So
just so cool.
what do you think, Grim?
I'm pretty neutral on him. I don't hate him, but he's just there for me. I don't think he's the worst of the Ultimates. But he's I don't- I'll be honest, I don't know if I like him more than Ultimate Big Chill.
In all
Like-
honesty, with what you're saying, he's not really that relevant. Like for most of the show, like he is used, you know, but
Every now and then.
he's definitely not the best of the Ultimates. He's definitely not even like top tier for me in the Ultimates. So I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I don't see him A or S at all. At all. But I don't know. Like BCD, like I don't see him as a D ever. Ultimate Big Chill, you brought up that if he does not believe he's better than Ultimate Big Chill, that puts him at the bottom of C, is what he's basically saying.
I don't know. I feel like he scales above that.
I do
'Cause
too.
It's more than just a color swap.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. It's a but the thing with Ultimate Big Chill is that it is a good color swap, whereas I just really do not like. It's not to say that I don't entirely hate. It's just I do not care for anything that Ultimate Spider Monkey does.
if I was to place Ultimate Spider Monkey in, just say in C, where you think, I would say he would have to be at least behind Jet Ray.
Above water hazard.
Above Water Hazard, but below Jet Ray. But that's if C. If B, he'd have to be back at the list. I'm not sure which one I'm going towards
I'm
on that.
fine with placing him above water hazard.
So C tier.
Yeah.
Okay. What say you, Graham?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It's unfortunate to say, but
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think the traditional Spider Monkey is better than and that's the thing with the Ultimates that we're finding out. Like, the Ultimates got so little airtime for the most part. You know, they did get their time to shine, but the Ultimates, some of them are just not as good as their counterparts, and I think that's when we get to the Spider Monkey. I think he's definitely going to be ranked higher, but I don't know where.
puts him in D tier.
That would be a travesty. In all honesty, if Spider Monkey got put in D tier, because he's got some really good moments. He's got some really good moments. But all right, so moving on. We have got, what is this, Grimm's favorite?
No, this is probably Grimm's not the worst, but it's definitely not on his radar.
Oh,
Excellent though, yeah, it is. But we're talking about Crash Hopper.
Crash Hopper. Yep. All right. I'll open this up and say I'm not a huge fan of Crash Hopper. He's okay.
Am I the only Crash Hopper fan? No.
He's mid level to me. He's okay. He's another one of those instances where I feel like they were trying to get these new aliens out of the way, and they wanted to like really force them upon us, and he got a lot of airtime, at least at the beginning of Omniverse. I mean, throughout the series of Omniverse, I think he had a lot of screen time, but you know, he's not a bad alien. He's really good, but I don't know. He's not one of my favorites.
It's another thing where it's like Wild Mutt. He
Yeah.
just does his job. He jumps, has a super duper hard head.
Yeah. And he was prevalent in some episodes, like to where he was needed. Like unfortunately, Walmut, there's very, as much as I like him, there's very few times where he was actually truly like made or break the episode, to be honest. And Crash Hopper actually did have a couple moments where he did. So there's that. But I don't know where I would place him. Maybe you guys could sway my feelings on this. So
I
I
would sway your opinions to the negative side of the force.
well, on that, we haven't heard from Grim yet. So Grim.
I do not like Crash Hopper. I think what he does, what he does, I feel like could be done by either Kick and Hawk or like, I don't want to say any of Ben's other aliens, but I feel like his role is so niche that it doesn't need to be that niche, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I also just don't really vibe with the design. It's fine. I think it works for what they're going for, but yeah, no, overall I think he's just their alien. I don't want to say that he's one of the only ones that I actively like disdain, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely feel like he shouldn't exist.
Wow, that's a little harsh. But
I mean, again, like, I fully understand where Assassin's coming from with how much he likes Crash Hopper, but he just, I just don't vibe with him.
okay, fair enough.
It's
I'm
a shame because he also came with his own Predator alien, which is kind of one of the weaker ones. I forgot his name, the Salator or something like that. The big, like, blobby guy who just kind of sits there and, like, waits for Crash Hopper to just crash into him so he could just like stick him.
Yeah. All right, so let's hear the rebuttal from your side, man.
I don't have none because like he's not wrong,
Yeah.
but like again, like he just does have like he has his moments. I just like the sound when he jumps.
Yeah.
Like the cricket when he like
Yeah.
and then he leaps and then like it leaves the dust trail. It's just really nice to see. Like he does have some aesthetics that go with him, and that does make him unique. I really want to like give him a high ranking, like not that high, but
Well, to
he's
me,
not wrong in the sense that like he's like one that the show definitely could have gone on without.
yeah.
But
And
I do like that it also just it reinforces that Ben knows his aliens really well because when Kevin went insane again and well pretended to go insane again
oh yeah, yeah.
and transformed into his final like mutated look, he had one of Crash Hopper's legs, and Ben is like, "Well, you don't know their weaknesses either." And then he kicks like the little like membrane of like Crash Hopper's leg, and it
Mhm.
forces Kevin to hop like into a wall, and
Yeah.
that's what those legs are for.
Don't know why
And
those
like
legs would be there for that. No.
it really goes, yeah, it really just goes to show like he does know his aliens, even like ones that people don't like a lot.
Right. Well, the thing is though is I wouldn't give him a high level, to be honest. Matter of fact, he'd probably be the first one in D tier for me. Like
Oof.
I know that's a little harsh, but I don't mind him. And like I said, he has had some interesting things happen, but in all honesty, I I could give
It's okay,
that
you can say it.
it does I could give a crap about him, to be honest. Like he's not really that great for me. So that's where I would lay him in D tier. And I know that may be a little harsh, but you guys could probably pull him up a little bit, but
Grim.
I don't I don't want to say
you don't want
he's
to.
an easy D tier. I don't want to say he's an easy D tier, but I mean like the facts speak for themselves. He just doesn't need to exist. He's easily the most, I don't want to say nothing burger like alien ever, but I do think he's gonna be the first D tier.
I mean, I'm just saying, I hate to do it because I know none of us want to put any of these guys in D tier, minus
Yeah,
Echo
yeah.
for you. But
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, well, he deserves it, but
oh, whatever. He would definitely not go above Echo. But I'm just saying, yeah. All right, so Arson, are you able to place him high enough to get him out of D?
No.
You want to disagree too, but you can't, right?
Huh? I mean, there's no point. So
Yeah. Well, there is our first D tier. Unfortunately, but you know,
disappointing.
it
I
is
think the
this.
harsh thing is that most people would agree with you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, there's a few other ones, and I don't go to that D tier very often. I haven't said D tier on any of these guys at all until now. So, like, the
and I mean,
closest I would get would be blocks, but
It
I
hurts, man.
it does
and I
It's
mean,
okay.
It
you know,
It's
hurts
okay.
me.
you hate to do it. You hate to
Yeah.
do it, cause like I'd love to see Crash Hopper do more, and I'd love for him to have more than just what he does.
Yeah.
But like, he just doesn't bring enough to the table.
Well, speaking of bugs, though, let's talk about a cool bug for for a change. Probably the coolest bug in Ben's arsenal of bugs. Well, of a couple, but
One of my
anyways.
favorite video games of all time.
Oh
Katamari.
yeah. So
Katamari Damacy for the PS2.
I've never played that.
Well, I guess you never really lived.
I guess
Anyways,
I
we're
have.
talking about Ball Weevil.
Yes, I was gonna say, where are we going with this?
Oh, I mean, Katamari also rolls things into a big ball. Except
oh,
instead of collecting little things and turning the ball bigger, he collects everything. Cities, trees,
wow.
the galaxy, probably.
Do they explode though when he releases them?
They could. I mean, it's probably a couple nuclear power plants that he collects on his way, but
Probably. Well, Ball
I know
Weevil
those would
is
yield a bigger explosion than Ball Weevil, but
yeah.
who's keeping score?
Ball Weevil's just a cool. The first time I saw him, I was just like, okay.
Ant.
Yeah, I was like, what
Yellow
the
ant.
heck? And then all of a sudden he did his thing, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. So
So small.
he is tiny. I mean, not the tiniest, but he is tiny.
No, he's pretty small.
But Ben has a smaller one.
Yeah, that we won't talk about.
Not yet. We will
Ever?
eventually.
No, just
Well, anyways,
then you're gonna have to make me acknowledge the movie.
I will have to make you acknowledge it. I mean, that alien was in the cartoon too, so I mean, just saying. But anyways, all right, Ball Weevil. What are your thoughts on Ball Weevil, Graham?
He's solid. I like him.
Any favorite moments?
That's all I can really say. Not really. I think he's just a cool little guy.
Yeah,
He's just a dude. I also like that he does swing from his spit. He can swing from it as well.
Mm-hmm.
he is a solid.
Swing. He can dodge. He also has his own predator, which is way cooler than Crash Hopper's. The I forgot what it was called, but it generates this like little shields that can absorb basically any projectile,
Oh yeah.
and also cast nets, which he tries to use to catch Ball Weevil.
Ball Weevil's just really cool. I mean, I really like the design. He's not completely oversaturated in Omniverse. He's used a fair amount of time. I mean, it's what, 8 seasons, so he's used a fair enough, but not like completely oversaturated like blocks and
The balls roll up really fast.
yeah, they do. I just he's pretty solid on my end too. I really like him. I think he is he's I'm trying to decide. To me, he's a solid B. Like
For Ball Weevil.
for Ball Weevil, I'd say he would be either straight in the middle or right above Shock Squatch. For me, I think he's really good, but that's me. I don't know what you guys
The
want.
problem with that is you'd be scaling him above Echo, and that always will nag at me.
I know it is going to nag you, but we got to get past this because we have
I
a hater.
I
We
can't.
we have a hater, and I can't help that. I did all I could to raise Echo up, but we can only do
This
so
is the
much.
same man who said Tootsie Rolls suck. You're gonna take any word this freaking snake says.
Oh
the one that invited
gosh,
me on here.
that
Wanted to come on here.
oh gosh. Now, come on, children. Let's move forward. So,
All right, old man.
all right. So, where would you place him at, Arson? Like, okay, take Echo out of the picture completely. Where would you
can't, but
place him?
okay.
I
Put him
know,
in
I
D.
know.
Put him
Wow.
in D.
All right. I'm just stoking the flames now.
I'll
Calm
put
down.
you in D. Jeez. So, anyways.
Snap a quick photo of Grimm's profile picture and slap it in.
No.
We'll
Actually,
put him.
no, just make your own tier, which just says Grim tier. It's like right below everything.
There'd be like about 30 empty tiers, and then Grim will be underneath that one.
I would say put a tier which is common Grim L, but that's too many words.
Don't You dare. We are not taking that joke here.
We
Please.
are, and we have.
Hold on. What?
Common Grim L. Says
Really?
he always has the worst opinions.
He's had some pretty good opinions.
Die.
Well,
Die, assassin.
not when it comes to nerd stuff, sure, but when it comes to most stuff,
I mean, look at his opinions on gum.
fascinating. And we
Anyway,
all
back
know
to the
his-
alien.
Oh yeah,
And we
well, we're
all
doing
know
that
his
still.
stance on everybody's favorite pancake topping.
Butter? No,
Devil
whipped cream.
Joe syrup.
Oh gosh. All right, so back to Ball Weevil. Where would you place him, Arson?
Yeah, I'm just stalling to hide the
I-
pain.
I know you are.
I'd place him at the bottom of B.
Okay, so below blocks.
Yep.
And what say you, Grim?
It's also above Jet Ray too.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I agree. Below B. Or below
Below
blocks.
This is
Below B.
unbelievable.
Ah.
little Ball Weevil made it to the big leagues above Jet Ray and Echo Echo.
Hold on though. Man, I said he was like here or here, and you guys say here. Where would that place him? Because two of these and one of these doesn't equal this. It either
You'd
equals,
have to place him above blocks as well.
so it'd be right here, is what you
Yup.
guys are saying.
What a tragedy.
All right. Well, Ball Weevil made it.
This is the episode that really shows the turning point of how terrible this list is about to turn out.
Oh my gosh. So Ball Weevil made B tier, and if you guys are now just looking up at the YouTube, you are now seeing the list as it stands right now. And yeah, so we got another tier list done, and just think in a week from now, you guys will get our 4th installment, and that's going to be pretty exciting. We got some great aliens coming up, and we got some not so great aliens coming up, so you'll have to just keep an eye out for that. And if you guys want to know, basically, if you want to chime in on your opinion, leave a comment in the comments section. And if you guys
I'm
want,
not ready. I'm not ready for the next episode.
it's gonna be interesting. But if you guys want to know more about From the Ashes, I know I kind of forgot to put it in the last episode because I just ended it because it was going too long. But if you guys want to know more about From the Ashes, we got the clickbait in the description below that you can click on. It's the link tree that goes to all things From the Ashes. But until next week, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you then.
C tier. It's unbelievable, man.